Hey everybody, Coach Marlene Paul here. It's been a while since I've been on, and since tonight I had a podcast interview, I probably should close the light behind me. I decided let me just try to do like a little walk and talk. Let me just close this light so we can just focus on me and things like that. So it's okay there too. I'm in my office trying to do a little walk and talk, and then share a little bit of some updates. It's just been a while, and I have so much going on now that I wanted to share. And the reason why I am all done up this late in this hour, if you're watching live in a different time is fine, is because I was just featured in a podcast. So I want to give a big shout out to She Leads Authentically podcast because they had interviewed me to hear about my leadership story, and it's coming out in season 3. And while I was doing this podcast, it gave me a little light bulb for another project that I'm working on. So I hopefully by the time my episode drop, my project I'm working on will be done. But if you're joining us, welcome. If you are on Facebook, you are on YouTube, welcome to my my little TED Talk. So I was just going to go in. So today I'm just sharing about wins, about my workshop that's coming up. I'm doing a summer AI series workshop. And the first set of workshop that's free are with SCORE Broward. And it's all virtual, guys. You ain't got to pay nothing. So I just dropped that I'm doing this podcast. So let me just share. I guess I'm doing a little extra while I'm walking. I'm going to share. Let's see if I can find this image file. I'm going to share the image, but for some reason, I guess I did not download it. So okay, so I'm going to share a couple of it. So I'm going to share this image. So these are one of the podcasts. This is the one I'm doing this month. So we're talking about work smarter, not harder. AI tools every small business needs now. So I'll be sharing that. What are some tools that you need? And not just share the tools, but some tips and tricks. So 90 minutes of me doing things. And if you know me, 90 minutes is a lot. I'll give everything away. So I'm trying to make sure I stay on task and be able to do that. So that's the first one that I'm doing this month. The second one, let's see if I can change that one. The second one that I'm going to be doing, let's see if I can pull it up. And hopefully I put the right one because I have so many different ones. Okay, so the second one is going to be in June. And the one in June is this one. It says, double your impact with half the effort. AI strategies for small business. You might think that it will be the same workshop. It's not the same workshop. It's building upon the last workshop, but I'm going to be showing you how to build your tech stack on that. So then the last workshop that we're going to be working on, so we did the first one was this one, the second one was this one, and let me add the next one that we're going to be doing. This one right here, I think it's this one. In August, I'm going to move you from intimidation to implementation. So all these are free workshop with SCORE. So if you go on SCORE Broward, even if you don't know my name, you go on SCORE Broward, you type in Marlene Paul in the search, you can see what I contribute to that for SCORE Broward. But they're all there. I think this one says August 21st. So I need to double check the dates for that. So I thought they were all like the last Thursday, last Thursdays of the month. So this last one right here is the 21st. I need to double check that one. Make sure I get the right date, but that's the right date there. So I'm gonna make sure I line up with a website to make sure the right thing. But this series, so we start off with just 5 tools you need, right? Some tools you need. So tools that you need, and then we're gonna go into how to double your impact, and then we're gonna go into how to create your AI roadmap and making it work for you. For me, right now, AI for me has been the best paying employees that I have. And not only AI, but other tools. So we're using those tools to help automate all these processes to help you through the process. So with that, I love playing with those tools. I just found out how to do some automation. So those who are in the 3T community, they're in for a treat because this month, at the end of this, I think the fourth Monday this month, we're going into using those tools. I'm going to have them put, hey, here's what we're going to be learning. I'll be popping into the community more often to share because we're in summer break. So I'll have a little time. I'm in training mode for the next 2.5 months. I'm on training mode. I think I'll just take a 1 month off during I'm gonna take some time off during my birthday month to not train too much, but May, June, August, training. And I come on here tonight to let you know that I'm also doing a boot camp. So when you do this boot camp, my hope is that when you finish it, you will be able to have some tools to launch your business AI journey in that direction, and you come out with a certification that you are able to do digital marketing integration for business. So hopefully, if you're interested in learning about that, let me know in the chat. What are some questions you are having about AI? I know I did not pre-schedule coming on live, but I just wanted to. Let's see. Sure. I didn't pre-schedule coming on live, but I just wanted to just come on in here, also to give my girl a shout out. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about the podcast in a moment, but I want to get it out of the way so you're able to know about the workshops that's coming up. So free workshop coming up, a boot camp coming up. If you have any AI questions or anything you have questions about, put in the chat so I'm able to answer them or work on answering them later on, because I am multitasking right now. If you see, I'm using my new walking pad that I won with a grant. It's dark. Let's do this really quickly. My my light things ended, so it is interesting. So my little light source turned off, so I am going to relight it because my charger thing is open. And technical issues happens sometime. So let's get this together so you can see me on there. So bear with me. I just want to come on and share this information. So here we go. We're back on. Hey. And we can focus. All right. So let me get this started. Now, so walking because I want to get some of my steps in. I'm almost where I need to get my goal. So don't mind me. But if you have any AI questions while we're on here, let's go. Get asking. So whole purpose in here. So I said I put in here summer workshop. So I talked about workshop. My podcast featured. So I was featured in the AI AI, not AI, She Leads Authentically podcast. If you haven't listened to season one, I think I could just probably go get it. Season one and season two. Go and listen to it. To She Leads Authentically. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up right here and drop it in the chat. I'm gonna be featured on season 3. So when season 3 come up, my goal is to be able to have my project I'm working on done, so it can be paired up with that too. Because so for those who are coming, yay, welcome. And I'm so glad that you're watching. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. So the podcast was fun. There were 29, 25 powerful minutes of talking about leadership, technology integration, AI, how I started off. And it was so authentic. I thought I had to get questions and prep. I didn't have no question, no prep. Just came on, being myself, and spoke from the heart, spoke authentically. And I love that style of podcast because all the nerves go off, and I'm just working on me and be able to share my story of how I got started in this field. I've not always started off with business. I was a teacher for 17 years, teaching mathematics. And I transitioned out of teaching into doing AI, business. But I've always wanted to do business. My undergrad was in business management. My master's is in divinity. So I'm like heart meet business. And now I'm doing technology. So it's kind of funny, but I feel like all of those things tie together because in all these capacities and all those roles, I serve as a leader. I have a nonprofit, and the nonprofit, we need to relaunch that nonprofit. So I am looking for a board of advisors so we can relaunch this summer. So if you're interested in being a board, please let me know. I'll have the application out to you, but we're looking for specific people to help us launch this nonprofit, to help us refocus it. Now I know what to do. Because when I first launched a nonprofit, I didn't know what I was doing. Now that I've been through series of training and coaching and all that different stuff, that I know how to do it better. And that is part of entrepreneurship. That's part of leadership. That sometimes you fail, and sometimes that failure is lessons that you learn. It only becomes a failure when you don't use that, you don't learn that lesson. So using that failure to go back and say, okay, you know what? Here's how to do this better. Here's how to restart it. So now from being in the school system, teaching mathematics, to going into business development, helping people start their business, helping people get registered in government contracting, to going in there and say, okay, you know what? I love playing with technology and tools, and that teacher side of me say, hey, I love playing with those tools, but I also like teaching people how to use it effectively and ethically. So this is where last year when I spoke with the SBDC and they told me, hey, you need to focus on what people come to you more often for. And quite frankly, people always come to me to learn how to use different tools. So end up focusing it, saying what do I really want to work on? Where do I need to pivot? And now from moving on from just doing branding and business development, I'm focused on helping people integrate AI into their business strategy to help them with their business visibility, to help them learn how to use the tool effectively and ethically. So this is where we have our 3T community, where I had my mentorship program for a couple of years now, but finally found a format that works for me and works for my mentees. Because at first I was meeting with them every week. I was burning out. They were feeling overwhelmed because every time they meet with me, they learn something new. And they didn't have time to implement. And my whole thing is I need people to implement. I need people to execute. So if it's too fast, you don't have them to execute and you're overwhelmed, you're going to get stuck. So I didn't want people to get stuck. So I came to a point where I was providing them with intern to help them get over the hump. And then they didn't know what they needed help with. I had to go down to teaching twice a month and having lab time. And that was a lot. And then that was a lot for me too. So I said, okay, you know what? We're going to meet once a month. Once a month, 90 minutes. Me, 15 minutes to catch up, making sure they're okay. 40 minutes of me teaching. Then I wrap up for their homework assignment. They have time to ask questions for the last 30 minutes and network. And then in between our sessions, our team hosts office hours. So they get to come in and ask their questions. And I recap. So right now we have office hours / open house. And during that time, they're able to invite a guest to come and learn about the community for while it's open. And then they're able to ask their AI questions. So if y'all want to say, oh, when do I pick Marlene's brain? You pick my brain at the open house. Within those time frame, that's when you're able to do it for free. Other times, you will have to do it, pay for that time. So I'm going to put that link for the 3T group in the chat. I'm walking. I'm on a mission, guys, to take care of my health. So if you have not joined the 3T group, join the 3T group. It is there to support you. It's a mentoring community. We don't only talk about AI, different tools. I'm adding courses in there, but also business strategy and how to get your business visible. Like what some skills and tools to do that. And my whole hope is that you implement. Now, what I'm also offering is I have one-on-ones where I meet with my clients and I help them integrate AI more in a personal level. So they work with me one-on-one. So that costs a bit more. So if you want to know about that, just let me know. Just DM, say, hey, how much is your one-on-one? And they work with me for 4 months for 16 hours. If they choose the 16-hour one, between 8 to 16 hours, depending on which package they choose, to implement business strategies and technology integration strategies that I help them through. I love tech. So if you need that support, I'm your girl. So let's go into this past week. My highlight for this week. My highlight for this week is that I went out peopling. I went networking, get myself uncomfortable talking about my business, and it was worth it. It was worth it for a few things. I ran into people I knew. I met one of my clients that I'm helping and supporting. I'm got a friend now, so she's seen that what I'm saying lines up. And then when I was at one of the conference, one of this relationship that I'm building with his organization, he was a panelist, and he shouted me out as the AI expert. So, I'm getting seen, I'm being known in different spaces. So that was great to get get a shout out from him. Thank you, Joshua, for shouting me out at the Black Business Expo. And then one of the organizations that I'm a certified vendor for was doing a call for table sponsors. They needed photo booth sponsors. And through connection, through relationship, I was thinking, okay, maybe I can do it. I can't do it. I don't have that material. But while I was at the conference, connected with someone who was doing a photo booth. She was a friend of my Goldman Sachs sister who was there. I told her about the opportunity. She's like, please send me the opportunity. I could keep my mouth shut and said nothing. I decided to share it with her, went on my phone during one of the workshops, sent it to her. She acted on it. And when I went to the networking event that they needed a sponsor, she was one of the sponsors for the photo. So now, why is that important? Because now she was thanking me profusely because it allowed her to showcase her business in front, not only in front of the school board and major agency here in Broward, but also showcase it to the other agencies that are there and 150 other business owners that are there. So just by helping her get an opportunity and not gatekeeping, I was able to support someone expand their visibility. For me going to that first expo was worth it because I found a resource or information. I couldn't do it, but I was able to bridge it to somebody else. So they're able to do it and they help their business. We get further in life when we help other people get further in life. So we're not supposed to gatekeep. I would encourage you to help other people. And that was worth it because now I'm paying it forward. She was able to sponsor that event and have her business become visible. And most likely, I'm like, hey, you know what? This might be a good relationship to start building with her because you never know what else she could. So now I'm going to keep on sending opportunities to her. So I was able to connect somebody else. And that was a good feeling. I almost did not go to the second networking event, but I'm glad I went because I saw the lady that I was able to get the opportunity for too. And then I was networking, talking, not being a wallflower, getting uncomfortable. And by getting uncomfortable, I met a couple other people who wanted to know more about what I was doing and they were getting excited. So I met a woman who was struggling with AI. One of my favorite AI, if you know my favorite AI, you can let me know. Claude AI is one of my favorites, but I have a lot that's my favorite. And her question to me was, I love Claude, I love the way it responds, but for some reason at the end, the context window runs out and I have to hurry up and get it to remember all that I did and restart again. And I was like, oh no, no, no. You're not using the AI right. There's a way to use it. There was an update. So I was able to pull out my phone, show her my Claude and how I was using it, and help her through her situation. Say, hey, here is how I'm using it. Here is how to do it. I was right then and there. So I had one conversation with her that really helped her. And she told me that this conversation that we had together was worth coming to the networking event because she was struggling. Now, if I kept my mouth shut, she would continue to struggle. Me, that's not who I'm part of. I don't like seeing people struggling. I know that you can say, oh, you could have told her to book a consultation. She doesn't know me from Adam or Eve. We were just networking there. I could have helped her, and this is something small. I know what my value is, and I know I bring a lot to the table. Sharing that with her, now she's able to expand and scale her, continue her business. And I told her, hey, you know what? Connect with me on social media. We connected. And let me know how it helped you. She does life coaching. I don't do life coaching. Never know, I might need a life coach. Never know, we might need to exchange businesses. But it's always good to help other people get further in life. So for me, as I'm walking right now and doing using my grant, thank you, Restore Her, for allowing me this opportunity to take care of myself. What I'm learning in this season is take care of yourself, help other people, and make sure you have and bring people along with you, right? So taking care of yourself is important. Oh, yeah. So this was my little TED talk for tonight. I took for for almost 30 minutes. I didn't want to take too long so I can walk and talk. I probably should call this session Walk and Talk. Walk and Talk Wednesday. But I just wanted to come on. If you haven't registered for the workshops, I'm teaching different AI classes this summer. If you have any questions about AI, let me know. Drop it in the chat. If you're watching the replay, thank you for getting this far. Drop a like, drop a fire emoji. Let me know you made it here. Drop a heart. I truly appreciate you being on. And I'm going to finish up my walk, get ready to put my son to bed, and take care of myself. I'm going to encourage you to take care of yourself too, right? Continue to take care of yourself. Oh, I did not drop the link for the workshops on here. Let me put it on here for you guys. So if you're able to join the workshop or share with somebody else, it's free. It's a series. I have other ones that are paid, but provide you with a certificate of completion, a badge you can put on your LinkedIn profile. But this one right here does not, but it will help you get your AI integration to the next level. You don't want to be left behind, and I'm here to support you. All right, drink my water. Enjoy your Wednesday. I'll try to see if I can come back on Wednesday again. No promises. Not putting myself on a schedule. Not yet. But I'll come on when I can. And I will see you all next time. All right? Do I even have an outro for this? I don't know. But I will see you all in. Now my son is coming in. Yes, Adam's asking, can he get a cup of ice cream? This is kids for you guys. This is kids. All right. So, have a nice day. I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully this is the correct outro. And I'll see y'all soon. Okay? Bye.